Hi everybody. So if you've just bought the CRJ add-on and you're struggling with your Airbus Throttle Quadrant, the Thrustmaster Airbus Throttle Quadrant, I've spent a couple of hours trying to fix this, and I'm sharing this with anyone else who is struggling. So just load your CRJ at any airport, at the parking or at the runway, doesn't matter. So I'm all loaded up here. I'll just click ready to fly. And if you're loading up at the gate like me, the airplane will be in a cold and dark state. The good thing is you can just use the tablet on the left to quickly switch your airplane to be all turned on and ready to taxi. So click on the aircraft menu and click ready for taxi. And in a minute this will just spool up the engines and have everything configured for taxi. Alright, so we all started up and stable. So you would likely face the same problem as me. So that's my Thrustmaster Airbus Throttle Quadrant. And when I move it, I can see the engine spooling up, but there's no movement on the actual throttle quadrant. So what you need to do is, first of all, go to the controls menu by clicking escape on your keyboard. Go to controls. First thing you want to do is copy your configuration so you don't mess up the A320 settings. So just click on preset manager and duplicate profile, and you can call it your CRJ profile. Click OK. And next important step, go to sensitivity and reset both the X and Y axis sensitivities. Click done. And then search for throttle settings. And you'll notice like you have your current settings as throttle 1 axis 0 to 100%, and then you have a second setting called throttle 1 axis. So this does not work with the CRJ. So what you need to do is copy this assignment to this option. And for that, first we click on this and click clear current input, validate and delete this. Then go to throttle 1 axis. And normally you can just scan for controls, but for the throttle here, it does not show up when you try to move it. So what you need to do is click select an input, scroll down and search for joystick L axis X and click validate. And now when you move your throttle, you can actually see the slider is moving with it. So what you need to do now is do the same for your second throttle, which is this one. And you remove the current assignment, click on clear current input, validate, and then find the throttle 2 axis option. And similarly select from the drop down list joystick L axis Y. Click validate, and now you should be able to see second throttle is working. Click apply and save. Go back to your CRJ and go back to the tablet on the left. So a couple of things that you might notice for the first time that you load this, that this may be showing a single axis and this option might be disabled. So what you need to do is click on dual axis, and that's basically because you've got two throttles. And then you also select reverser axis because the Airbus Quadrant has a thrust reverser on it. So with those set, you will now be able to see two throttle axis option in the raw input. And if you move the throttle, you can actually see these numbers are changing, which shows that it is detecting your input. Now we need to configure the different settings. So we are at idle throttle here, and I'll just go ahead and set this as the idle position. Next, I need to move this up to the next marker and click on set, which saves this as the climb position. Next, I move the throttle to the next marker and set this as toga. And then we move on to the maximum power and we set max power in the system here. And now take your throttle all the way back to idle and turn on your reverse thrusters and set this as reverse thrust. And now we can take it back to idle. So click on validate. You should get no errors found, and if you get this, then it's properly configured. Click OK, click save, and let's go and see how it works. Alright, so throttle's idle right now. Now I move it to the next marker, and as you can see, the throttle is now set to climb on the screen. Next I move it one marker up, and you can see it's on toga power, so this is nicely set. And then I make it max, and it moves to maximum power. And now we bring it all the way back to idle, select thrust reversers, and move this down, and you can see the thrust reversers are now also activated. So I really struggle with this, and I hope this quick tutorial helps you get set up with your throttle. Alright, so enjoy the CRJ, and do subscribe to my channel and like this video. Thank you for watching.